Hey everybody, welcome back to the Warbossfitz channel, and it is time for our third mission in the Palal Grim Dark Future campaign that we got going on the channel. Over the last month, you guys have been sending in some battle reports for the campaign. We're going to go over some of those pictures, along with how the campaign is going overall. We're going to start off with, I'm terrible with some of the names you guys come up with on Discord, so we are going to start with Arkatoa. He played some missions over the last month. This is the battle report he sent in, and it looks like we got some Battle Brothers versus Havoc Brothers. Some great looking models there. I really like the Clash of the Walkers right there. That looks really cool. Oh, he's even got a spider bot. It was him and his brother playing the game, and at the end of it, the Prime Brothers won that were playing on the side of the Star Hosts. So, plus 1 point for the Star Hosts. Next up is Kadamon, and he had a mini games day going on in his house. He had 4 different games. It was him playing against everybody in his family. I always love when it's a house full of gamers that get to play together. Showing a nice mix of armies here. We got some Dwarf Guilds that were fighting on the side of the Orcs, Battle Sisters that were fighting on the side of the Saurians. We got some tanks and suits. We got some bikers on the field, emplaced guns, all kinds of war going on in that house. Out of all 4 of the games, the Orc allies won 3 of them and 1 ended in a tie. So 3 points to the Orcs in the campaign. Next we go over to Terrainaholic with his impressive boards. And here we have the Dwarf Guilds fighting against the infected colonies. Him and his wife duking it out in his basement, fighting somewhere that looks like it's deep inside the surface of the planet. He even gave me army shots, which I always love to see. These are the Dwarf Guilds from Mantic and the Mantic infected colonies there. Overall, it was another victory for the allies of the Orcs. And then we have that guy. Showed up with his actual Orc force, fighting against the alien hives. Cool looking paint jobs there. Looking rather bug-like. The Orc truck pulling off a hit and run. He sent in 2 games, so this is the army from the second game, and the battlefield. I think that artillery crew wished they hid a little bit better. Some cool looking terrain there. I especially like the coiled up barbed wire. And overall he said he had 2 games there. 1 was a tie and 1 went to the Orcs. And speaking of that guy, he sent in another battle report. Right at the last second as I'm actually recording this. So here we have the army lists. I'll crop it so you can see what's going on in the Discord channel here. People are sending in these great battle reports as well, all the text of the fights. That's always good fun to read over. Those look especially cockroach-like. I love it. Oh, we got some sneakies. Quite a lot of pictures in this battle report. I especially like the camo pattern he's got going on I think those are like commandos. Yeah, this picture shows it the best. You don't really realize how hard it is to pull that off until you try, but he did a good minimalist camo look here, and honestly that's probably the best way to do it. And as it breaks it down hit by hit, we can see down here in the bottom it ended up being an alien victory 3-2. So that's going to be another point going to the Saurians. So that brings us to the game for this installment. It's time for us to go out to the garage, and I'll tell you how the armies have changed, and we're going to see some carnage. Welcome out to the garage for game time, everybody. This is the Saurian Star Host that you have seen last week. They've just now had a few upgrades. After the last battle where they lost, they were able to take 300 extra points. And most of that was spent in upgrades. So what we have here is we still have the Geckos and the Gecko Champion, the Saurians, and the Spinosaurus left over from the game last week. Then we have the Ankylosaur from the last game. It has paid the points to upgrade itself to the Saurian Star Host army. Along with the Chameleons, they have now upgraded to the Star Host equipment, and they have double shot poison guns. And on top of all of that, we have added in 1 unit of Gators. because gators are awesome. Over on the orc side in this game, we still have our 4 units of orc boys, but 2 of those units of orc boys have upgraded to carbines, and each of those squads of carbines has 2 heavy machine guns in it. Even though the orcs have bad shots, I bet just the volume of fire coming out of those will do some good. We still have the other 2 orc squads that had the experience points from last week. They are still in their close combat configuration. The orc walker, who was my favorite in the last game, it is still rocking around here. And then we have 1 boss leader who is also a mechanic with a repair ability right there. This is our board for this game, and the key word here is dense. We got a whole bunch of terrain on the board. These are going to be difficult terrains. You can still shoot across them, you can move across them, they're just going to be difficult. All of our little forest paths, they're going to be difficult, but they will be giving cover. And then the swamp here is going to be dangerous terrain. So let me zoom out so you get the full view. And we're going to get this game started. The Saurians set up on their side of the board. Infantry heavy on one side, monster heavy on the other, with the chameleons scouting up into the rock line. Then the orcs have a spread deployment as well, with all of the firepower on their right flank, with the orc walker in the middle. Both teams are currently holding their 2 objectives that are in their deployment zones and are going to be fighting over the one in the middle. So today we got Uncle C playing as the Saurians, because who doesn't like dinosaurs on dinosaurs? Let's see who goes first. The orcs are going to get 6, and the Saurians get a 1. The orcs are going to go first. First activation for the orcs. The attack walker is going to move right up the board. He's going to go about 11, so he doesn't get counter-charged. So for the Saurians' first activation, Uncle C is going to have the chameleons over here are going to fire into the orcs here, and then this is right here. Roll dice.
Hey, it's not full.
Hit on 4, so it's 4 hits with poison. These guys are going to be in cover, so their save is a 4 right now. Okay, well, because of poison, we have to re-roll 6s. So, all right, so that's going to be 1 fail, 3 saves. Ooh. So for the orc activation, this squad down here with the guns, they are going to move forward to there, and then they are going to fire into those geckos once I get my hands on some dice. So here we go. I got some dice in my hand. They are bad shots. All this is hitting on a 5, but it is a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carbines, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 of the heavy guns, or heavy machine guns. 4 to save, and then a 5 because the heavy machine guns are AP1. So roll away. So that was pretty good. So 1, 2, 3 are gonna go down, and then morale test for those little dudes. It's a 1, so they're gonna be stuck, pinned. Are they fearless?
They are. No.
Nope. Okay, so they are stunned. Stunned. Next is going to be the Gators moving up onto the central objective. Next activation, we're going to have the Orc Boys here. One of our close combat squads. They're just going to go put a toe on there, saying, you're not going to take it without a fight, but we're not quite willing to fight you at the moment. Hi, Mr. Gator with the big club hands. I'm just a little orc. I'm just an orc. Don't hurt me. The Ankylosaur is going to move forward as we're all cracking jokes off screen. One day I'm going to live stream these games and probably get my channel suspended. But yeah, the Ankylosaur is moving forward. Are you going to shoot with it? Yup. Okay, who's shooting?
Big trash can man.
Trash can man.
Trash can man.
Can you reach him? It's like 19. Okay, well, there you go. What's the range of your guns?
24.
Oh, gee, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't even move the full 6 at first.
Absolutely, yeah. I thought you were like 18 inches. Here, 2 shots. It's not like I made the army list or
No,
something.
not at all. He's dying.
Yes, as the dice grod's dying. Yep, yeah, it's fine. So it'll be 1 hit, because I know that 6 isn't going to hit. Oh, but do you have Predator?
On him, no.
No, okay. Oh, okay.
It is a twin fusion cannon at AP4 Deadly 6.
Deadly 6.
See.
So we're gonna save on him. AP4. This is Deadly 6 shot, and he fails. Blat. It means he's just gonna take 6. He will be at half immediately. And he is gonna be pinned. Next, to activate this unit here in the trees, they're gonna move out of the trees. So the squad here is gonna shoot at Mr. Ankylosaur on a 5. That's cocked as all hell. There we go. Saving on a 2. Takes him 2 wounds. Well, we gotta start chipping somewhere. Next, we got some Saurian warriors moving up. The dice grot has the giggles. So the Saurians moving forward. Next activation is going to be this squad here, and the repair monkey is going to run up behind the walker. And while I'm thinking about it right now, he is not going to be able to repair because I rolled a 1. Good job. Good job, doofus. You have 1 job. Got some Spinosaur action going on over there. Too far away to really do anything yet. So I just realized that was my last activation. So the only activation the Saurians have left are the geckos. So what the gecko do? Okay, geckos moving forward. They're going to end right there. Recap of turn number 1. The orcs moved forward doing what they can. Unable to get into close combat. They had a whole lot of Deca coming out of their right flank. And then the Saurians have moved forward, firing off as they went. The Orc Walker definitely has some second thoughts about moving in the open with that Ankylosaur across the field. So the Orcs get the first activation, and our retard repair guy gets a second chance. Oh, it does. It goes off. He gets to repair the Walker for D3, repairs it for 3, so he is up to 9, like that. And then we're going to get some charge action going. And they're going to end up over there. So let's move to camera. Now we get to do what orcs do best. They are going to fight in combat, hitting on a 4 this time. All the yellow dice are going to be our power claws and stuff. Then we got some furious. We got 1 furious, 2 furious, 3 furious. That's all the hits we got. Rolling for saves. Well, they kind of went everywhere. Let's move them on there.
Little arms, bro.
Little arms. Yeah, well, the dice got roll. And you all have seen. Y'all have seen what he does. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the claws. 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's going to be the whole squad. Here in the middle, the Gators, they're going to do some dirty stuff to that squad of orcs. Let's go ahead and move the camera for the dice action. How many attacks they have?
6 for the bashes, 6 for the power knuckle, so 12.
Rolling some attacks. All right, we got some 6s in there. Woo! Hitting on a 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 misses there. So we got 1, 6, 1 predator with those. So go ahead and roll those 2 dice. So there's 1 more there. And then we have 3 white 6s. Go ahead and roll those. Okay, so we end up with 2 extra. Starting off with the knuckles, looking for a 5, I believe. Yep, a 5. So that is 3 right there that are down. And then everything else on a 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. So that's 8. It means we're down to 2. So we get our 3-inch movement, and we're going to be able to get 1 of them close enough to fight. It has the Ultra Claw, so 2 attacks on a 4, 1 hit, so 1 AP4, so looking for a 6 to save for you. Hey, you save! So that means these orcs. Morale test. They're going to pass. Somehow. Next unit to activate is going to be this unit of orcs over here in the trees. They're going to move out a little bit more. So right there, so let's move the camera a little bit so you can see some dice rolling. And they're going to shoot at what's left of these chameleons here just to get them off the board. Hitting on a 5. That's going to be enough. Swoosh. So Saurian's turn. Just close enough. That Spinosaur is going to run over and jump on him.
Should I?
So it hits on 4+. We got a couple misses, but then we got a 6 here, a 6 here, and a 6 here. So, oh, and we're out of frame a little bit. So nothing else. Poison. Yeah. Poison didn't matter. And then everything else. So it's going to be 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Morale test. They're going to fail. So they are stunned. Well, they're going to fight back and then they're stunned. Let me do their fighting back. I got 4 left. Ha! 1 hit. Yeah, you're fine. The next orc squad, we're going to move across into this terrain here. Once they're there, they're going to fire into that Spino. Look for 5s. We got 1, 2 with the heavy machine guns. We got 1, 2 with the regular, or 3, 4 with the regular carbines. So the white dice are going to need a 3, and the yellow dice are going to need a 4.
Here?
Yep. So 1 wound on the Spino. Not doing too hot. This activation, we're going to have the ankle sword running up into the terrain to smash that squad. We're at a, there you go. Butt first. Hitting on a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. Saved on a 6. Well, you got 3 of them. And then they're going to charge back into probably death. Hitting on a 4. 2 hits. Ah, take that.
You almost whiffed.
Yeah, okay. So,
I was looking for a 2-up. I think I'm good.
yeah, we lost combat, and we are stunned. The dreaded evil marble as he moves forward an inch. Okay, here in the middle, we are going to charge back into the gators, even though we are going to be fatigued. 4 attacks, hitting on a 6. Nothing. Now the gators get to fight back. Again, looking for a 6. 2 hits. That's probably going to be all he needs. 1 and 2. Yep, blip, blip. Dead. Last activation for the Saurians. The gecko is going to move backwards, and they're going to toss some poison-tipped javelins into the orcs there. Shooting, throwing them spears. As the dice goblin is dying over there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Saving on 5. No, we saved 2. So it's going to be 2 dead orcs. As the last thing we're going to do in turn number 2 is the orc walker is just going to recover. That's going to be into turn 2. On turn 2, the 2 armies merged and we got to see a whole lot of carnage. Who knows what's going to happen as we move into turn number 3. So the Ankylosaur again is going to swing that butt into the orcs. Looking for 4. We got 3 hits again. 1, what's this? Just 1 saves. There goes another 2. So we got 4 orcs left to fight. 1 hit. And it saves on a 2. So now this is where the orcs would have to take a morale test, but since they are already pinned, they're below half strength, they run off of the board. So first activation for the orcs on turn number 3. Blah! Give me hugs. 8 attacks with his claws, 4 attacks with stomp, hitting on a 4 with furious. Ooh, what was that? That is a 5. All right, let's add them up. So we got 2 6s there, 1 6 there. It's gonna be AP4 and AP1. So you save on a 6, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. And then what's the armor? Well, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3. That'll do it. All of those gators go boom. Insert gator noise. Next, this Spino is just going to continue doing Spino stuff. Let's move the camera. Roll 4 attacks. All right, we got 2 6s here. Miss, miss, miss. Hit, hit. Hit. Well, before we even do any predator, let me just roll this, because there's only 4 guys left. Yeah, that'll do it. Blah, 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 blah. So that's it for the squad. Next activation for the orcs, well, the only other activation for the orcs, this squad here is going to charge into the geckos. Hitting on a 4. Woo! All right, we got 1 white furious, and then we got 2 yellow furiouses. The yellows are the claws. So claws are on a 6, whites are on a 5. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's all of them. It was not all of them. The heroes in that unit that I forgot about, even though I made these lists.
So he gets to fight back. What's your hero got?
Vortex with a dual hand weapon and poison.
Okay, 4 poison and weapons. Vortex on a 5. Yeah, he's got 2. That's 2 dead orcs. So now morale test for Le Champion. That was a 2, so yeah, now the champion's
I
gone.
have Fearless.
Oh, you do have Fearless. Roll another again. Roll dice. Yep, you're
Don't
still
matter.
gone. You still take off running. He is Fearless, but that is a whole lot of beef. Moving into turn number 4, there are definitely a lot less models on the board. Both teams are down to 2, and it is time to grab objectives. First activation, the Ankylosaur is going to move onto the objective. There we go. And then fire into Mr. Hugbox. 2 shot. That's going to be 2 hits. Bang, bang. Saving on a 6. No, sploosh. So that squad back there, they're just going to hang out. And then Mr. Spinosaur over here, he is just going to move onto that objective. So at the end of the game, we got Saurian in the middle, orcs, and then under that piece of paper, orcs. For a Saurian victory. So what that means in game terms is that now in the next game, the orcs get an extra 300 points. The Saurians only get 150. And we are going to go inside. I'm going to switch over to the computer, and we're going to start rolling some dice to see what happens for the casualties.
Okay, we are back inside, and let's start off with the Saurian Star Host section of the list. So I have the campaign rules pulled up here. Let's go down to experience points. The chameleons, unfortunately, they did not gain anything because they were a casualty. They didn't kill anything, didn't kill a hero unit, or didn't kill a hero and its unit. So what we're going to do is go up here to casualties, pull up the wonderful Google dice roller, and let's see what happens to them. A 1. The chameleons, unfortunately, are gone. Now, same thing with the gators. The gators did kill the units. They get 1 experience point. And now we roll for what happens to them for casualty. A 5. They're going to be recovered. The Ankylosaur, it killed a unit, and it was not a casualty, so it gets 2 experience points. So let's go over to the other section of the Saurian list. Start off with Saurian warriors now. They didn't kill anything. We roll on the casualty list. A 6. They come back and they get 1 XP. Gecko champion. Roll for him. It's a 2. It comes back just fine. Geckos. A 1. So the geckos are going to be gone. Oof. Then we check for the Spinosaurus. It killed a unit and it survived the mission. It's up to 4 experience points, and we don't have to roll for it. So yeah, that was a costly mission for the Saurians. Even though they won, oof. Looking at the orc list, yeah, some of these points are a bit wonky just because we had the update to 3.4 in between the 2 games. So we'll start off here at the top. The boss leader, our little mechanic, he did kill a unit. He killed a unit with its hero. So he gets 3 there and was not a casualty. So he's up to 5. Let me see this. It automatically tracks it. He's going to level up. Now we're going to roll dice to pick his skill set. And he gets a 1. Ooh, a lot of 1s tonight. Captain or support. Seeing that he's already a mechanic, we're going to go ahead and do the support roll. Rolling on that, we're going to get a 1. Ooh. Good thing I'm not doing casualties yet. Friendly units that activate within 6 inches move +4 when using charge actions. That's going to be pretty good for the orcs. So for skill sets, that was under support and vanguard. Awesome. Okay, orc mob. Wait, we forgot to attach him to somebody. He'll be attached to that unit. So let's go ahead and do that unit now. So they killed a hero in this unit. It's 3 points, and they were not a casualty. So that takes them to 6 points. They went up 25 points. We get to roll dice on them. pull it over here to the middle. It's on this chart right here. They get a 2 headstrong +1 to rolls when taking morale tests. I'll take it. Now everyone else in the army got busted. So let's start off with the first orc mob of shooters. We get a 1. Goodbye. Second orc mob of shooters, a 6. So they are going to come back with 1 XP. This orc mob down here, they have a 4. They're going to come back just fine. The orc walker did kill 1 unit. And we roll a dice for him. A 6. So he comes back with another XP. So this leader, just making sure I got the points right. He killed a hero in his unit for 3. Was not a casualty. Oh, they killed 2 units. That's why. So 5 points there. And then this should have been up 1 more because I forgot the first unit they killed. So 7 there. Okay. So that is how everything in the armies have shaken out. Now as far as what's going to go in the armies, I'm going to take care of that in the in-between. And for the campaign, 2 more weeks we're going to have the battle going on in space. That will continue. And then 2 more weeks after that, we're going to be back on the ground. So if you got some battle reports to send in, you guys got a month. So that'll do it for me for today. I hope you guys are having fun playing OPR wherever you are. And I'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.